Hello, everyone. It's time for Van Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. I'm your host, Pete Costanas. This is episode 498, season 20. Today's date is December 2nd, 2025, and welcome to the show. It's the Christmas season, so this will be a lot of fun, which brings me up to these subjects. Not subjects, just one subject. On today's program, I'm going to talk about my memories of Salerno Jingle Cookies. They're still around. They're renamed something, but I talked about this in a previous podcast episode a few years ago, so why not talk about it again? You know, who would remember what I talked about? Me, of course. So, anyone else? I doubt it. So this will be fun. Also, I read a 1969 menu from a restaurant. It was called the Heather House, and it was located at Carson Peary Scott and Company department store on State Street. And it was located on the 8th floor, I believe. I could be wrong. But according to sources, that's where it was. So this will be a lot of fun. I'll talk about this history of that as well. Okay. Before I get started, I'm going to play a commercial. And this program is brought to you by Toys R Us. Yes, it made a comeback, but this is a commercial from 1976. And it's a Christmas commercial. How appropriate. I remember this one very well when I was a kid in the late 70s. Okay. So sit back and relax. Let's go back to the late 1970s for Toys R Us from 1976. And when I come back, I'll talk about other things and besides the show. Okay. So I'll be right back, folks. Thank you.
Fireplaces glowing, icicles growing, hearts overflowing with cheer. It's that wonderful season we all find so pleasing, the Toys R Us time of year. The world's biggest toy stores, Toys R Us. The biggest selection, Toys R Us. It's the Toys R Us time of year.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed the commercial for Toys R Us. It was from 1976. They played this all the time around the holiday season in the 70s, early 80s, and featured, blah, blah. It featured Jeffrey the Giraffe and Gigi, his wife, and Baby G. Now it's just Jeffrey. I don't know what happened to the rest of the family. Maybe got divorced. I don't know. Or abandoned him. What a terrible man. Toys R Us, let me give you the history of that. It was founded by Charles P. Lazarus. That was his name. He was a executive, an entrepreneur, and they opened a store called Supermart, I believe, in the Washington, D.C. area. And then they changed the name to Children's Bargain Town, and then it came to, and I think that we were in Chicago. I don't know if they were elsewhere in the United States, but Children's Bargain Town it's a great memory for me. I remember the commercials. I went to the store once in South Chicago neighborhood, like 91st and East of Commercial. And of course, the commercials they played it on during, I think, Ray Rayner and Buzzle Circus, Bargain Town. They played that. And then they changed the name to Toys R Us, but Children's Bargain Town was under the banner anyway until the 80s, and then they got rid of it. Like that. And then they filed for bankruptcy later on in the 2000s or 2010s, and then it came back. Yeah, it was like 2017. That's when they filed for bankruptcy. And they also opened Babies R Us. They did that other store. I remember the store. They used to be located at 81st Street and South Cicero in Burbank, Illinois. I remember the one in 63rd and Cicero right near Midway Airport. That building is still there. And so is the other one. So now they came back, and now they're... I think there's one in Macy's downtown. It used to be Marshall Fields. And I think they opened a standalone store in Harlem Irving Plaza. So, I would like to check that out, As for plans for opening other stores, maybe, I don't know. But they opened a few across the country. So it's making a comeback. I'm glad it's back, I think because you could still buy toys at Walmart or Target. Yeah, but it should be individually, exclusively as a toy store to buy toys. One last memory of Children's Bargain Town and Toys R Us. I used to go there and just browse and look at all the latest toys, the board games. Oh, I love that. That is a great memory. I have talked about Children's Bargain Town in a previous podcast episode. So if you can find it, go ahead. But I'll talk about it again someday. All right. So at the beginning of the program, I mentioned I'm going to talk about my memories of Salerno Jingle Cookies. And I will read a 1969 menu from the Heather House restaurant that was located within Carson Peary Scott and Company department store that was on State Street in the Chicago Loop. I'm not going to talk about my health today. All I'm going to say is my next appointment is a week from today. So I'm going to meet the oncologist and discuss new treatment. And then I had a PET scan. I didn't post it. I will tell you that there's a little advancement, just a bit, but I'm not sure. I have to wait what the doctor says. So if it was an emergency, they would have called me immediately to see him, but I guess I'm all right. So I don't know. So far, I feel fine. Okay, and so like I said before, the last previous podcast episode, during December, I will post Christmas posts during at Vantage Chicagoland. So that's a lot of fun. I love doing that. Some I previously posted, or some new ones I'll search. I will do that. Also, last thing, the 500th episode is coming soon. So that should be coming probably this weekend. I think I probably do a podcast, which is $499, probably Friday. Not Saturday. I have to go somewhere. So it's probably Friday morning. Maybe. If not, then I will do it Sunday. So the 500th episode will be sometime next week. I'll be doing that. Or sort of. I will announce it. So it'll be a milestone episode. I don't know what I'll talk about. Maybe it's a Christmas one. I don't know. I have to decide. We'll see. I'll keep you posted. Okay. Right now, I'm going to talk about Salerno Jingle Cookies. I talked about this before. I said that earlier in the program. I believe they were introduced in 1952, in the 50s. They're like, they're shaped like Christmas trees or stuff like that. Christmas trees or stars or stuff like that. What's so memorable about these? They were, let's see what I was going to say. So it's anise flavor. Excuse me, anise flavor. And it was very sugary. Sometimes they came in stars, Christmas trees, bells, or like round shaped. There were a lot of different shapes like that. I don't know if the shapes have changed or they're the same. I don't know. Because I haven't bought these in a long time. I still see when I go to Jewel, or maybe I don't know what other grocery store it would sell them. Mostly Jewel, they will still sell them, but they're not made in Chicago. I don't believe they are. They're made elsewhere because Salerno were originally made here, because they're famous butter cookies, chocolate chips, Bonnie Scotland. I think that's what it's called. Oh, no, Bonnie Shortbread. Excuse me, not Bonnie Scotland. Bonnie Scotland is a Laurel Hardy movie. I remember that. So it's Bonnie Shortbread. What else? Coconut bars, Royal Stripes. The best. But the funny thing is, my mom never bought these. She never bought jingles. I don't know why. She saw them, but she never bought them because my mother makes Greek cookies at Christmas. She still does, like Kurabiades or Melamocana. You get the idea. So, what do they taste like? Do they taste the same? From a lot. What I heard from a lot of people, no, they changed the recipe. It's not like what it was before. I believe that. I haven't tried them in years, so I don't know. And because I never tried the original ones, so I can't say. But this always puts a smile on everyone's face around the holiday season. Yeah, it does. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So maybe one day I will go to Jewel and see and check them out. Maybe I'll buy some. We'll see. I don't know. Would they taste good? I have no idea. No clue at all. You know. So let's see what else here. Just a moment, please. So, the other cookies, the other type of cookie, the other cookie company, excuse me, in Chicago that used to make holiday cookies was Maurice Linnell. Yeah, they made those too. They're no longer around. Someone told me that someone bought the company, tried them out of state, and then they stopped. I don't know why. I guess it was too expensive or they didn't taste the same, which is a shame. That should be coming back. That should come back. Maurice Linnell. That should come back and make the Christmas cookies. Also, Salerno, the original cookies should come back. We miss them so much. We do. It's part of our childhood. And it's great. All right. So that's it for that. Now I'm going to play a commercial, another Christmas commercial. I won't say what it is. I'll surprise you. And when I come back, I'm going to read a 1969 menu from the Harvest House. No, not Harvest House. That's another restaurant. Heather House. It's Heather House restaurant that was located at Carson Peary Scott department store. That was on State Street in Chicago Loop. And a lot of people remember this place very well. Very elegant, good food. So just relax, and then just relax and just listen to the commercial, and I'll be right back, and then I will read the menu. So this will be fun. Okay, and I'll be right back, folks. Thank you.
There's lots of folks you shouldn't forget.
When giving McDonald's gift certificates.
The paper boy who delivers through thick and thin.
The lady who teaches your son violin.
The barber who cuts your hair just right.
The sitter who sat for you Saturday night.
Say Merry Christmas with McDonald's gift certificate.
Each cost 50 cents.
The book of 10 costs $5.
Nobody can do it like McDonald's can.
Okay, everyone, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that commercial. That takes me back. Okay. Right now, I'm going to talk about the Heather House restaurant. If I previously said Harvest House during the podcast, I apologize. I get those two mixed up, but it's Heather House restaurant. Okay. So I'm going to read a menu from 1969. I'm trying to find some information when it opened and when it closed. According to some sources, it was located in the 8th floor of the department store at Carson's. What is there now? I don't know. Probably office space, I guess. Right now it's Target. So, when did it open? Probably in the 60s, early 60s or something like that. I'm not sure. So, maybe late 50s it opened. I have no idea exactly. What was there before was the Northern Tea Room, I believe, or there was another restaurant. I don't know if it was the same place or located elsewhere. It was called the Tartan Cafeteria. I gotta look that up. So the restaurant closed sometime in the 80s, mid 80s, I believe, and then it was just, I don't know what replaced it. I have no idea. Let's see what else. So, here we are. Also, it was called the Tartan Tray. It was a cafeteria. I think this is what it is. It was the Tartan Tray. Then it was the Northern Tea Room. But the Tartan Tray was not in the 8th floor. It was located in the basement. When I was a little kid, I remember my mom took me downtown. And I remember we went there, to the basement, and there was some people eating or something like that, sitting at tables. So I guess that's what it was, I don't know when it opened or when it closed. I have no idea. I should get some, do some research on that. If I find a menu of the tartan tray, I will do it. I'll do it on the podcast and do some, do some research and see. Okay. So that would be interesting. All right. So I'm going to get the menu up and we're going to get started. Here we go. Okay. Here we are. Of course, I will read the prices. I will do that. So we're going to start with soup. Excuse me, how about a breath? Soups and appetizers. Okay. So let's see. Soup du jour was, I think, 15 cents. Tomato juice, and it was 25 cents. Chicken broth with rice, 25 cents. And fresh shrimp cocktail, $1. Okay. Luncheon suggestions. We have fried chicken a la Maryland. That's with French fries and bacon chef salad. So I don't know how that was prepared. And that was $1.95. Broiled red snapper almondine. It was served with asparagus spears and parsley potatoes. $2. Yeah. I'm not a red snapper fan. My brother likes that. Yeah, he would eat it. And roast sirloin of beef juice. So it's served with potato pancakes and crisp chef salad with your choice of dressing, $2.40. So the fried chicken a la Maryland was $1.95. Broiled red snapper almondine was $2, and the roast sirloin of beef juice was $2.40. There's shopper special that day. Maybe it's just for the day. I guess it's Irish lamb stew, boiled potatoes, tossed salad with roll and butter, served with coffee, tea, or milk, $1.80. Your choice of Thousand Island French dressing, Roquefort dressing, that's 25 cents extra. They always charge extra for Roquefort. I guess so. That's weird. Okay, so now we're going to go to the specialties. Of course, this is unusual. This is very strange, but it's also not surprising. Is the Heather House turkey pot pie. Large pieces of plump turkey and vegetables topped with our own flaky pie crust, served with chef salad and choice of dress, $1.90. This reminds me of the pot pie at the Walnut Room in Marshall Fields. Now, the pot pie is a chicken pot. I think it's chicken pot pie. I think it is. I haven't been there in a long time. But this is turkey pot pie. So I guess, but maybe during the course of the years, maybe they changed the menus and they did add that. It's possible. Okay. All right. Next is delicious chicken croquettes with mushroom supreme sauce. I think that's what it is. Buttered green peas and grilled tomato slice, and $1.65. French fried jumbo shrimp served with a tangy cocktail sauce, French fries, and coleslaw, $2. Okay. And our own dark rye hamburger. I'm not crazy about rye bread. Maybe if I was there, I'd ask them to change the bread. No. Old-fashioned dark rye, a juicy grilled chopped steak and with grilled onion slice, grilled onion slice with French fries, potatoes, coleslaw, and tomato slice, $1.55. Okay, that sounds good. Salads. Special chicken salad, served on a bed of lettuce, garnished with crisp celery, tomato slice, and a hard-boiled egg, $1.70. The Seafarer shrimp salad, that's fresh shrimp served in a pineapple boat, a la Heather House, $2. Our sunburst fruit salad is a tempting variety of in-season fresh fruit, plus your choice of sherbet or cottage cheese. And let's see. Also, and nut bread. Oh, Dayton nut bread. Excuse me. Yeah, that sounds good. So it's 8 and Dayton nut bread sandwiches filled with cream cheese. $1.75. Okay. They had a special chef salad. Julienne of ham and cheese and crisp garden greens with tomato slices and chopped egg yolk. $1.70. All right. Next, we got sandwiches. The first one is the Duke of Windsor sandwich. That's sliced breast of turkey, Swiss cheese, and real Virginia ham on rye bread, topped with Thousand Island dressing, $1.75. Okay. The double-decker club, so that's like a club sandwich with sliced turkey, bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. $1.60. Junior Club is $1.40, 20 cents less. Reuben sandwich, mild cure brisket of corned beef, which I love corned beef, and sauerkraut topped with Swiss cheese and old-fashioned dark rye bread, $1.50. Tuna fish sandwich, tomato and celery garnish, and what's that called? Spice peach, $1.15. Hot turkey sandwich with giblet sauce served with whipped Idaho potatoes and cranberry orange relish, $1.60. Hot beef sandwich. It's beef with beef gravy, mashed potatoes. Spiced apple ring, $1.60. And the chicken salad sandwich is garnished with pickles and potato chips, $1.10. Okay. Alrighty. And here's my favorite part, desserts. Here we go. Well, I'm going to do beverages first. So beverages, they had chocolate malted milk, 45 cents. Sanka, 25 cents. Yeah, 25 cents. Coffee, 20 cents. Tea per pot, 20 cents. Milk or buttermilk, 25 cents. Coca-Cola, 25 cents. Iced tea or coffee, 25 cents. And lemonade, 25 cents. And they also have cocktail serve. So banquet facility available, call. The number is area code 312-744-2142. Okay. All right. So desserts, not many, but I'll read them off right now. Heather House Pie. Tempting ice cream meringue pie with graham cracker crust with hot rum sauce, 60 cents. Ooh, that sounds good. Fresh baked apple dumpling with hot vanilla sauce, 60 cents. So it's like pie a la mode, like that. French pastry assortment. So it's an assortment of pastries. They would bring out the pastry tray for you, if you request that. It's 55 cents. I think it's per pastry. I think, so that sounds good. Apple pie, 50 cents with cheese, 25 cents. I think. So yeah, if you want a plain or with cheese, that's a East Coast thing. I never eaten apple pie with cheese, but they do over there. I don't know how it tastes like. I mean, it's bizarre. I don't know. That's weird. Pumpkin pie with ginger whipped cream, 40 cents. I didn't have pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. If I go out to a restaurant or with some friends, I'll order a pumpkin pie. I will do that. Okay. Strawberry sundae, 45 cents. So the pumpkin pie with ginger whipped cream is 40 cents. And strawberry sundae is 45 cents. Old-fashioned rice pudding, which is one of my favorites. I love rice pudding. Risotto, that's the in Greek. 55 cents, I think, or 35 cents. And then you have for Jello, it's 20 cents. And sherbet is 35 cents. Vanilla or special flavor ice cream, 35 cents. Fresh fruit complete with sherbet top, 45 cents. Swiss chocolate ice cream, 35 cents. Oh, that sounds good. I would order that. Ooh. And a la mode is 20 cents extra. Okay. Did I get everything? Yes, I did. Okay. That's cool. Okay. So that was fun. And, I wish I went to this restaurant. I really did. In Marshall Fields or Macy's now with the Walnut Room, I've only been once when I was in the 80s. Never been ever since. I don't know if it's the same, but I would like to go someday. That would be cool. Okay, so that's it for this program. I'll do a recap what I've talked about. I talked about the Salerno Jingle Cookies. I forgot to tell you what they're called now. They are called Santa's Favorites, Original Holiday Recipe Anise Flavored Cookies. So that's what they're called. They're not jingles. Okay. And then, so I talked about the Salerno Jingle Cookies. And I also read I found out the month of the menu. So let me see. I got it right here on the bottom. Just a moment, please. November 22nd, 1969. Yeah, so it's from that date. Cool. And like I said before, yes, I read a 1969 menu from the not Harvest House, Heather House Restaurant that was located at Carson Peary Scott and Company department store that was located at 1 South State Street in Chicago Loop. Okay. All right, this podcast will be published later on today, wherever podcasts are found: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Good Pods, Podbean, Breaker, Overcast, any apps that have podcasts. If you have them on your phone or your tablet, tap on them, tap follow. You receive a notification of the latest episodes. The rest of the episodes are there as well. You can also listen to your desktop. If you have CarPlay on your car, you can listen in your car. Also, you can stream it on your TV, like Spotify, or I don't know what else is there. Spotify and also YouTube. I'll get to YouTube in a second. If you have the YouTube channel, YouTube app, you can do that. Also be published on my blog, www.vanishingchicagoland.blog. They're all listed there. There's a link. If you sign up with your email, you'll receive a notification. If you click on the link of that, it'll take you right to the podcast. It'll probably take you to Spotify, I believe. Also be on my YouTube channel, and again, people ask me, where do I find your podcast? I want to listen to your podcast. Someone asked me that last night. I want to listen to your podcast. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in the search engine, type in Vanishing Chicagoland Stories or my name, Pete Costanis. If you get to it, click subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. All the episodes are there. You receive a notification of the latest episode. Also be shared on my social media accounts: Facebook, X, LinkedIn, Reddit, Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok. I'll have the links there. Okay, that was fun. I'm sorry I rambled so much. I'm nervous. Still nervous doing that after 498 episodes. Yeah. Okay, so I will probably do another podcast either Friday or Sunday, and that will be number 499, and then the milestone 500th episode will be next week sometime. If not, it will be sooner. Probably be Sunday. Okay. So this is Pete Costanis, your host of Vanishing Chicagoland Stories, the podcast. Thank you for joining me today. It's kind of chilly. The snow's gone. There's snow on the ground, but it's not snowing anymore. We're not expecting snow for at least a week, so it'll be cold. That's how it is. Okay, so everyone keep warm and be careful. So here's bye-bye for me, and here's a little traveling music from our great guy and Chicago legend Ray Rayner saying bye, bye, bye. And to my Greek friends and family, Yasus and Andio. That means hello or goodbye, or means goodbye. It's like that. All right. So take care, everyone, and I will talk to you soon. Okay. Bye, everyone.
We have to go. Bye, bye, bye.